Hey, what's going on, everybody? Your boy JT here. I got Dub here with me. Together we make a in the arena. So today we got a special guest. We got Demetrius Taylor on the show. If y'all don't know Demetrius Taylor, former Detroit Lion, Appalachian State, three-time first team All Sun Belt while at Appalachian State, really holding it down on that D line. Miami Northwestern. Anybody that know anything about high school football knows about the Miami Northwestern program. Top 10 all time for high schools that have put players into the league. So, yo, Demetrius, what's good with you, bro? How everything going on your end?
Everything going good, man. Really can't complain right now. I'm blessed to be where I'm at.
For sure, bro. We appreciate you joining us on the show today. I mean, we just want to talk to you, see how everything, is going your way, and really talk more about your story, bro. Hear about your story, your upbringing, just football life. Really give the people some insight into who Meech is. So, if you could tell us a little bit about your upbringing coming up in Miami, your background.
Miami, man, it's a vacation spot for a lot of folks, but it's also tough to grow up in. It's a tough city to grow up in because of the circumstances you were put in. So, I mean, I had a good upbringing. I mean, single parent home. My mom and my little brother, close knit family. I didn't start playing ball and stuff until I was 9. So that's late to be playing football in Miami because they playing around like 3 or 4. So we be going from 4 all the way up until we start playing ball, and then we get into coaching somehow. So started playing football at 9 because I was a hothead, man. I always got in trouble in school like for my behavior, but I was always doing my work. I just got bored and started doing shit. So she put me in football just to let my anger out, and then I was sorry because I never played before. So I was out there doing something. I was overweight, so it's like down there they have Pop Warner.
Oh yeah, we had Pop Warner PAL and
Yeah,
Charlotte.
so you got Pop Warner and stuff. You got to be make your way and stuff like that. It's either you play older but lighter, or you just play with the age group up. And my mom ain't want me to play the age group up because I was just starting, so I had to try to make I miss like 4 games, and she took me for one because I was being bad. So that first year I was sorry, but after that, once I really got to understanding what football and stuff was, then that's when I really dove into it. But yeah, I had a good upbringing, man. I mostly stayed in Miami. I never been outside of Florida, period. And that was pretty much it, bro.
Yeah, so playing for Miami Northwestern, like I said, anybody that follows our channel that knows high school football, if you know anything about Florida football is a totally different level. You hear about the St. Thomas Aquinas.
Mm-hmm.
You hear about IMG Academy now. That wasn't really an IMG back in our day, but then IMG come about, and back in our day, all you used to hear about was Miami Northwestern. So what was it like playing for Miami Northwestern when you were there? Tell us about what the program was like. Just, your experience playing for such a storied program.
Man, so before I got to Northwestern, I was playing at this park called Davie. It's in Broward County.
Mm-hmm.
My coach took me from Tecosi, which is in Dade County, and he went out there for a year. And I balled out. I was good at football, like coming up and stuff. And St. Thomas was recruiting me. Mm-hmm. So to get into St. Thomas, American Heritage, Cardinal Gibbons, any of the private schools, you gotta take a test, whatever. And then you can just go play. You on scholarship, basically, like it's college before college. And I never wanted to take the test because I didn't know it was a test. I thought you just enroll into a school and you just go. Because that's how it is in the public school. You just enroll and go. So I missed the test date, and I stayed literally down the street from Northwestern. My whole family went there, on my mom's side at least. And I was like, yeah, I'll just go. You feel me? It's right there. I ain't trying to be doing that. So I went and enrolled into Miami Northwestern. And it's funny about it, St. Thomas played them that year, and that's when they had Nick Bosa still, and they had Jordan Scarlett. A lot of these guys, you feel me? And Willis I was like 57-3, but they play people, when you're down. So that's why, like, St. Thomas is good, but they don't really schedule people when they good and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's how they stay up in the ranks and all that other stuff. American Heritage, they play you. You know what I'm saying? Heritage play you. IMG is the same way. Like, believe it or not, IMGs is their own. They not even in the Florida High School Association. They got their own thing because they got international players and so many teams. So they travel to all these other teams. So they don't even go to like state championships or whatnot. But playing from Northwestern, man, there's a lot of pride and tradition that rolls through there, man. Like, you feel it as soon as you hit the field, man. It's a lot of, as soon as you hit the building. I'm talking about from the schoolhouse up into whatever sport you playing. It's just different. Like, it's a whole. I would say it's like an HBCU vibe in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got all the celebrities that come through. You feel me? Like, we shoot commercials there. You know, we always mention it, like, nationally. So, just, you know, having my first workout in there, and I was, you know, I'm working out. I don't mind. You know, I'm not my own business when they come to that stuff. But man, you see guys like my first year. That's when Teddy got drafted. Teddy got drafted my freshman year in high school.
Word.
But you see guys like Levante David come back, Brandon Carey, Artie Burns had just went to the U. I'm playing with guys like DeAndre Baker. I'm trying to think who else was coming back. And even then, if it's somebody you knew, you had guys like, I don't know if y'all remember the corner, like Philip Buchanan.
Legendary Philip Buchanan.
He came to school, talked to us a little bit, and then he got your coaches that played in the league too. Like, one of my DB coaches, Torrey Cox, he played at the Bucks for like 9 years, I think. He was one of my coaches. I had a D-line coach that played for the Dolphins. You know, it's so much history, like, just playing for that school, man. And you blessed because it's not a lot of schools in America that get this type of, you know, exposure to, you know, how to be a professional early.
Right.
So, man, just playing, it was fun, but it's also like, it's hectic. Like, I don't know if you ever seen this documentary, Year of the Bull.
I did, and that, like,
yeah.
I think when Year of the Bull dropped, I don't think I was still in high school. I gotta think back to where I was at the time, but man, it's kind of like when the joint came out with Hoover on TV. I don't know if you remember that, when Hoover from Alabama had the TV.
Yeah.
All of that, like, I always been, you know, Dub and I played in high school. We played for, you know, semi-rival high schools, but I always been big into high school football. I even still go back. I'm sure you go back to Miami Northwestern, see them play when you can.
Man,
but yeah, I remember Year of the Bull, bro. Like, you know, I wanted us to have that culture at my high school.
Man, look, there's a toxic culture because you fighting your coach, man. You basically fighting your coach, like, physically, but it's all love at the end of the day because we just trying to win games. They trying to pull the best out. So it's like, when you leave there and you go to these colleges that, you know, people not used to being yelled at, screamed, I'm like, bro, I even got cussed out by a drug dealer for dropping the ball. You know what I'm saying? I ain't scared of you, bro. So all this rah-rah, I'm cool, bro. Like, I'm going to go play ball. You feel me? Do what I got to do. And I'm going to, you know, keep my head down and work. But, man, just playing there, bro, it gives you a lot of confidence and experience and confidence for sure in yourself.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
That was cool.
For sure. And I feel like playing in those environments, because I went to multiple different high schools, me personally, but playing in those environments where you got kind of like the whole community behind you, like you said, breeds that type of, you know, dog in you, so to speak. So with that being said, you know, playing in the program, having that environment that prepared you for college, what made you select App State? What about App State was the place for you to go? Boone, North Carolina, a big transition coming from Miami, Florida. What sold you on going to App State?
So I didn't have any offers going into my senior year. And we have spring games where we, you know, play other schools and stuff like that. And you know, I was going crazy, and App was on the sideline. I never heard of App State. Like, down there, you're gonna hear about the big schools and maybe like a couple small schools, but you never heard about App State. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know they beat Michigan in 2007. I didn't know nothing until I got there. I didn't even know what the hell it was. So,
good old Boone.
Man, they threw me an offer. That was like one of my first offers. them in Northern Colorado, something like that. So they threw me an offer, and throughout the process, Coach Ponce, still up there, he just was honest with me about everything. He said, bro, you got a chance to come up here and play. You got some guys in front of you that's like juniors and seniors and stuff like that, but you can play ball. So you just come out here, learn the playbook, do what you gotta do, you'll be on the field. I'm like, I bet. So I committed to them, I think, after my official visit. And I was like, yeah, man, I'm just going ahead and come up there. And, it's a winning program. It's out the way. I really wanted to get out of Florida for school just because I wanted to experience something different. So, 12 hours from the crib, that's like a perfect situation for me. And that's really why I picked them, not because of, what was on campus and nothing like that. He went football games, and they was honest with me throughout the process. Because after that, was I committed, and you got the Florida State's coming in, you got Florida. They wanted me for linebacker, but I was playing most of the line, so I had to get, some games I had to play linebacker just to get film and stuff, but it wasn't enough for them, and all the other stuff. So ultimately, I chose App State.